Nope, it wasn't. It sure wasn't. It wasn't.
Warning, some viewers may find the following footage deeply disturbing.
Hello, horror family, and welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you guys being here. We are in the midst of spooky season, so what better way to not only celebrate the spooky season coming up, but to sprinkle in a little bit of spooky, because you know your girl just can't do sci-fi. If you are a return watcher, we watch sci-fi, thriller, and horror movies as well as television series. And then if you're a return viewer or subscriber, welcome back. I appreciate you guys being here. You guys help out the algorithm every time you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you never miss another one of my reactions again. I appreciate every single one of you. I especially want to give a good, big, shout out to my horror, thriller, sci-fi family over on Patreon. You guys are really keeping my motor running. You really are keeping me accountable. Thank you so much for all of your comments, your suggestions, everything. And over there, you get to do full-fledged watch-alongs. You get to tell me what to watch next. You get to see behind-the-scenes content. It's a good time. You can do it for free, or you can do it on a tier. It's going to be completely up to you. Or you can stay here on YouTube and watch me over here for free. If you want to. Just stay tuned, because we normally attempt to release, unless there is something tragic going on with my health, which has happened again. We normally do videos on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and we are also starting another channel over there called The Movies That Made Me, which is a nostalgia channel. I have Hashimoto's disease. I cannot remember half of this stuff. I can barely even remember daily tasks. Relieve a little bit of childhood anxiety and have just a good old dang time. We are going back in time to the 80s, 90s, 2000s and watching not only television shows, but movies that bring me back to that comfort zone of being a kid before everything went kind of... So, what are we sprinkling in? I have not announced this to anyone, but I have been wanting to do this, and I wanted to find a specific time frame to do this, because it is it is a one season type show, but it is quite a few episodes, and it appears that the first episode aired on October 12th, 2018, and that was 6 years ago. So yes, this is going to be a good time gal, apparently. So without further ado, let's jump into 2018's House on Haunted Hill pilot scene. Steven sees a ghost.
No live organism can continue to exist sanely under conditions of absolute reality. Even larks and katydids are supposed by some to dream. Hill House, not sane, stood by itself against its hills, holding darkness within. It had stood so for 100 years before my family moved in, and might stand 100. Within, walls stood upright, bricks met neatly, floors were firm. Silence lay steadily against the wood and stone of Hill House, and whatever walked there, walked alone.
I'm excited to hear this through my earphones and to watch it kind of up close and personal. Yes.
It's okay, Sam. Go back to bed. Should I wake up Mom and Dad? I've got it.
Poor baby.
Okay, Nellie?
Oh, that looks like something over there.
You scared? That's okay. I get scared too sometimes. Are you awake, Luke?
Oh, he's such a good brother.
What was it?
The bad lady.
Oh, her again?
It's the guy from E.T.
Where was she? Oh boy, guess we better take a look.
I'm seeing a reflection, but it's mine.
Your big brother must have scared her away. Big brothers are good like that.
Where she's hiding.
She's long gone. I guess everybody can go back to bed now. There you go.
It's weird seeing my dad But then again, he was in a movie.
remember
I
what we
think
talked
another
about
Netflix
before?
original movie.
About our dreams.
They can spell.
It's got Stephen. It's a Stephen King one.
Just like a cup of water can spill sometimes. But kids' dreams are special. They're like,
An ocean.
that's right. And the big dreams
Oh, he looks creepy in the back.
can spill out sometimes. Back to bed, Stevie. Now I know that bent neck lady is really scary,
I'm guessing Stevie is Steven.
but that's all she is. She's just a little spill. I love you, sweetie.
I love you too, Dad.
Sweet dreams.
It's hard because I'm attempting to scan the room. I can't see in the dark.
Dancing in the red room.
You're dreaming, Cheryl.
The pandas are dreaming.
Pandas, huh?
Pandas don't eat macaroni.
Sounds like some stuff my husband says I talk in my sleep, and I know my kids. I used to sleepwalk, so that's a whole nother story. I hate a quiet house. Why are they paying attention to this one hallway so much? Okay, good. She's asleep already. Okay. Wake her up. Why is it this one specific viewpoint? It has not changed yet. Whoa, that transition.
Everyone alive.
Nellie had a nightmare. And Shirley's sleep talking again.
Anything good?
Pandas don't like macaroni, Liv.
Yes. He shut that door. He shut that door.
Luke.
He shut that door. God, I hate darkness behind things. Your mind's making up imaginary things, April. Nope, it wasn't. It sure wasn't. It wasn't.
Carl was driving on Rural 86 during the storm. Do you remember that storm? Oh, of course not. You were in LA. And it was a bad one. It's cats and dogs, the worst I'd seen in 10 years. He was up in the booms when he lost control of the car. He went over a guardrail and went down a ravine. The car flipped over and you couldn't see it from the road, especially because of the rain.
I can't imagine.
He was hanging there the whole time. Hours. Upside down, tangled up in his seatbelt. They said he could reach the horn, but he couldn't press it for long because you see his arm was broken.
Oh.
And that's how he died. Upside down, pressing on that horn for as long as he could stand to.
Oh, pressing the horn?
So, when did it start?
The night after he died. It started with drops of water, like raindrops, falling onto my face. I started to hear a car horn. Short bursts. Distant, I think, but close enough to wake me. And then, finally, now this was right after the funeral itself. This was the night after the burial, you see. I felt the water on my cheeks, and I heard the car horn. And then I looked up at the ceiling, and there he was. Hanging there. Upside down. I could see the water dripping off of his hair, and his face was a deep purple, like the blood had all just pooled into his cheeks. It's funny, you think you'd scream after seeing something like that, but you don't. You just stare. You just stare at it like you're an idiot. And then his mouth fell open. But it wasn't a scream, it was a car horn coming from his mouth. So loud that I fell off the bed. And then I screamed. I screamed because I hit the floor and it startled me. And it was like I always just remembered, oh right, I can scream. I should probably scream. And I screamed all right, and I ran, and I tripped in the hallway, and I looked back, and he wasn't there, and then I laid there, and I cried. And that was the last time I slept in that room.
That's a very interesting story, Mrs. Walker.
Irene.
Irene, this is what I'd like to do.
Why are you calling it
I'd like to look
a
around
story?
your house. I'd like to set up some equipment. I'd also like to sleep in that room
This is
tonight.
a very intriguing
Goodness.
collection of
I'll be
events
fine.
that you've experienced.
I can't promise I'll include your story in my book.
Oh, of course.
It's possible. And I thank you for sharing it with me.
Silence lay steadily against the wood and stone at Hill House. And whatever walked there
Sorry, I had to send a
walked
text.
alone. I can't imagine what it was like living there. The most famous haunted house in America.
In fairness, it wasn't famous when we moved in. You got me beat.
What do you mean?
I mean, if you actually saw your husband hanging upside down over your bed, you've seen more than I ever have. I've never seen a ghost.
But your books.
Not in Arlington, Danvers, Alcatraz, on the Queen Mary, or in Williamsburg. And not in Hill House.
The way you write, I just assume.
Other people's stories. People like you, Irene. I give them the right voice, that's all.
I hope tonight is a game changer for you.
How so?
Maybe my Carl will finally give you a story of your own. You were one of his favorite writers, so maybe that's the reason.
You know, I can tell you one thing about Hill House that isn't in the book.
Oh, yes, please.
All those years trying to understand what happened in that house, you know what I never found? A reason.
You know who I wish would write a book? Your dad.
Just tonight.
Won't you miss your brother?
I'd rather sleep here in case she comes back.
I love her little nose. Her little button nose.
All right. Just tonight, then. Good night.
I don't know why, but for some reason it looks like he's wearing contact lenses. His eyes keep coming off like a weird shade.
Hey, will you grab her blanket?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Who the heck wears high heels at night? I'm talking to all you ladies and gentlemen. You gotta get comfy shoes, girl. Gosh dang, mom was on the floor. I never had a mom like that, so it makes me a little emotional. I was always that way with my children, though. Oh no.
I'm sorry.
God, no.
Are you saying you'd prefer not to do a viewing?
No. We want to. It's not that. It's part of your mother's pre-needs already taken care of.
And we want to. It's Max. I think he's just a little
nervous about it. Hi, Max.
I have a mentally
Shirley.
opposed. Okay, we're in Massachusetts now.
Harris Funeral Home.
I know this might be a little weird for you, but I promise it's all normal. The reason Mommy and Daddy are here is because it's important to say goodbye to Grandma. A viewing is just a way to do that, to see her one last time and tell her you love her.
I don't need to say goodbye.
A lot of people feel that way at first, but then they feel much better when they do.
That's what Mommy said. But she was wrong.
I can't. It hurts. I can't look at it.
Keep on my bed at night,
Mm-mm.
touching my hair. She just stares at me, and her eyes must hurt
Why?
because she doesn't blink.
Oh, can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Worried about Luke? Have you talked to him? Call me.
I think it'll work great in print, too. People
Why is he
still read
putting another
papers
nail
like
up if something was already hanging there?
this damn flu is a disaster.
I'm loving these sound transitions that they, in association with something from the memory. That's great.
I don't know if this is gonna work, young lady.
All I remember from the Dudleys.
And I'm gonna need
Alone.
it back.
In the dark. In the night.
Mr. Dudley says this is a master key, so
It's supposed to open any door in the house.
He's a weirdo. So is that lady.
Daddy says they've been taking care of this house for years and years, so if anyone would know where the key is.
What do you think is in there? What if it's a cotton candy machine?
Heck yeah,
Something.
girl.
Or
That's what I'm talking about.
pony?
Not a pony. This isn't working.
It could be a pony. Something was moving. I saw the shadow under the door.
But this door's been locked for years and years and years and years, so if there's a pony in there, it's dead. This one doesn't work either.
Where's the freaking key?
Don't say that word.
You say it. The keys never work. Can't he just use that big hammer?
There you go. Let's break it open. Let's go in shining style.
Thank you.
So, does this stuff, capture the supernatural?
Don't believe in that word.
Going on a Ghost Adventure Friday.
Which side of the bed do you sleep on?
If y'all don't see this, it's because it got me.
We talk about the word itself, supernatural. There's natural phenomena that we understand, and then there's natural phenomena that we don't. Primitive humans used to die of fright during an eclipse. I had no idea what it was. The eye of an angry god, an evil spirit. Nothing supernatural about it, though. Once we understood what it was, well, it was just natural. Natural phenomena that we don't quite understand yet.
So does it capture that?
That's a good way to think about it.
Hi, this is Nell. Please leave a message after the beep.
It's Steve. Sorry I missed your call.
She is going through some anxiety.
I talked to Shirley. I know you're worried about Luke, but I called his rehab center. He's fine. He actually got his 90-day chip today, if you can believe that. I'll be around tomorrow if you still need to chat. I hope you're well, Nellie.
She is a fine woman. All right, we're Boston, Massachusetts. Got it. She's my card. If you know what I mean. Get you some, girl. Oof.
Where'd you come from?
Oh, I would think that's a serial killer. Are you about to kill me?
What's that about? I'm just kind of a germaphobe. That's okay, none taken.
That was really good.
Yeah,
She's
you're
such like a dude.
I have to work tomorrow.
Peace out, girl.
Oh.
Out. Bye. And get going, Cal.
Was it something I said?
Have a lovely evening, Trish.
No. We just did what we came here to do, yeah?
She's like, this isn't awkward. And the sister's like, hello. Hi.
I know you normally prefer the company of cold stiffs, but don't be so hard on yourself. I got beer.
New friend?
Ooh, it's a Tecate. Oh, no, that's Azul. Ooh, that's pretty strong.
I just don't think you can really know so much after such a quick encounter. Who's saying it's quick? I'm a giver. You're like a guy. You're worse than a guy. You're like a frat guy. I said you could live here. I wasn't expecting the pussy parade. Nell called me today. She sounded bad. Yeah, because it sucks to be Nell. She call you? Yeah, we still haven't talked since LA. Theo. Don't. I'm just waiting for an apology. I'm drawing boundaries, which is something you might want to look into. What's wrong with her?
Very true. I've had to do that with my family before. Sometimes you just got to cut them off and get a mind refresh.
I don't know. And you never really will.
I'm a Florida. I love Florida. Destin mainly. Haven't gone any further than that. Who's this? Things are too slow outside. What's happening? That frog's gotten slow. Why?
Nell?
Daddy,
Honey, are you okay? What time is that?
do you remember the dead neck lady?
Nell, where are you?
I'm at home. In bed?
I want you to go to Stevie's side.
Or you're fibbing.
I'm going to drive to Orlando, flight to LA. Steve's closest. Go to him.
Okay, I'll see you there tomorrow.
Good night, Daddy.
I don't know my dad either. I'm an orphan child. Oh, there's that house. It's all boarded up. That electric bill must be insane right now. Keeping all them lights on.
I don't know. She wouldn't. Yeah, I'm going. I'm going.
Who's he talking to?
Get up. Stevie, get up. Quietly.
My shoes.
The real horror of 80s movies. Lack of shoes. Let him put his shoes on. Go get your shoes, Steve. Why's his hand bowed? What was that? Love the detail of all of these handles. Beautiful. Is this the original Mr. Crane? Okay, so ghosts don't know how to work doorknobs? Go get your shoes on, Steve!
Run.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go! 1, 2, 3, go! Yeah, we are! Oh! 1, 2, 3, go! Don't push back to a door!
I'm gonna carry you.
So someone gets in?
You keep your eyes closed no matter what you hear. You don't open them. You promise?
I promise.
You keep your eyes closed no matter what.
Oh, my heart is beating in my ears right now. I'm so stressed.
Keep them closed.
At the end, we'll go through the ghost, and then I'll find them in the video so that we can do a whole disclosure of the ghost. Okay, let's go.
Closed.
Okay, eyes closed, eyes closed. No! You're leaving your kid behind. Hey, he's not, his little legs.
That's not Mom.
Okay, all right, I'm counting kids. Oh my God.
You're closest and your sister needs you.
You get home and you stay with her. You keep your eye on her. Don't let her out of your sight.
I'll see you there. I'll meet you there.
Why is the bed so hot? That's me, except I sleep with my glasses on. Oh no, oh no. Oh man, she's in there. Oh man. I hate waking up at 3.
Now he's in the red room.
What happened? I understand how siblings can be close, but I'm like...
There used to be a stop sign there until recently.
Looking for the ghost.
I don't know. I think so.
There's a pole there, see?
Should have
No
been. It's
sign.
a
Kids
Four
take
way.
over dorm rooms. It's a moderately trafficked area. A 4-way stop without a sign is bound to have a few near misses. You slept better with your husband in bed, right? Of course.
Always.
Probably just noticing the car horns now because you're not sleeping as well. Things you used to sleep through. There was a big storm the night he died. One of the biggest you've seen in a long time.
Yes?
There's a leak in your roof.
Girl, get your dirty ass feet off my bed.
Just didn't notice the water damage because of all the paneling.
Need to get that checked.
It was only drizzling last night, and I even got a few drips. You might want to get that looked at. Water damage is no joke. Happens all the time, Irene.
I also want to be refunded for this visit because your shoes just destroyed my bed.
And the man I saw hanging from my ceiling?
Oh, never mind. He was barefoot. Sure had.
Mind. It is a powerful thing, ma'am. Especially the grieving mind.
I know what I saw.
The water and the car horns.
That's fun.
You'd be picturing how he died as much as you wouldn't want to.
I saw him.
When you push that stuff down, it comes out at night. You couldn't help it. When I said I've never seen a ghost, it's not exactly true. I've seen a lot of ghosts. Just not the way you think. A ghost can be a lot of things. A memory, a daydream, a secret, grief, anger, guilt. But in my experience, most times they're just what we want to see.
Why would I want to see my Carl like that?
It's bull. It's bull. It's bull. Oh my God, look at that. Autoimmune disease, y'all.
Thank you for doing that. Carl would have loved it.
My pleasure.
I need to start reading again. I haven't read a book thoroughly since
Steve.
Heart-Shaped Box
You
by
didn't
Drew
like
Hill.
it?
No, I didn't like it.
What's
My brother just raped the family is what's going on.
Hang on.
Look, I get that things haven't exactly been going
That's a
well
strong
with your
word.
writing. And when you said you wanted a book about the house, I understood that. But this is...
I sent you guys the manuscript in case you had any objections. I didn't have to do that.
Of course, Jen, I object, Steve.
Let's calm down a bit.
You be calm, Lee. It's not your name in here. It's not your family.
Hey, it is
Back
my
off before you get
family.
these hands.
There. Nell, Luke, Theo, they were just kids. The things they told you in
I'm
confidence.
clear that they were kids.
You make mom sound fucking crazy.
Oh, Mom wasn't crazy?
And the Dudleys and Dad, this is the worst of the bullshit. Worse than the tabloids.
Dad had every opportunity to set that straight. What am I supposed to write? He said it was haunted. Those are his words.
Wreck. He just lost his
He
wife.
hasn't said shit since. Does he talk to you, Cheryl? Did he tell you what happened that night? Because all I've got are those tabloid quotes. He refuses to tell us anything else.
He believed it, Steve. When he said those things, he believed them. In the moment, at least. And you never did.
Neither did you.
And now you're digging up that stuff for a buck? So you can stop living off credit for a change?
I can tell that you're upset, but Steve had every right.
Do you know how much money they're offering on the advance? We can buy a house. We can move to LA. I need to start a real life for my own family.
We're your family, Steve. What you're doing to Mom?
Mom was mentally ill. It's a fact. I'll be damned if the apple didn't fall too far from...
Oh, that's mean.
Nobody's buying the novel, Cheryl.
Wow.
You sent me the book. Now you know what I think.
She's very prickers here.
You publish this, you know what it costs. You know what it costs.
I'll write your story. It's a good story. I researched your house. Did you know it was used as a hospice briefly in the 60s?
I didn't.
I'd like to talk to you some more about your marriage and get some
Very
background on
beautiful.
Carl, who he was, who you both were. That's what matters, really. I'll need to take some liberties. I always do. I promise to be respectful. He was a fan. I'll do it in a way he would have really liked.
You really didn't see anything.
They didn't see anything. That's not the point. My kids don't take the stand, Ross. I've been
I
clear
had
about
my eyes
that.
closed when we left.
You don't say anything, Steve.
No one else can corroborate your story, Hugh.
That's right.
Judge hears you talk about packing 5 kids into your car at 3 in the morning. They're going to wonder why they aren't hearing from those kids. The media's already piling on. If we don't give him someone else to write about,
Oh, that's what time that girl died. Oh, little Nell.
more and more of this.
It's tabloids. It's just tabloids.
It's family court. This type of stuff doesn't help in a custody hearing.
Crazy
They
Crane.
never
Oh,
filed
their last
charges.
names are
I
Crane.
was never placed under arrest. It was a suicide. They confirmed it.
It doesn't matter. They got this off your statement to the police.
I wasn't thinking clearly
At night, we just lean on that.
We can't unring this bell.
Okay, fine, they can be pieces, but they don't get to take bites out of the kids.
They just go a long way if you let
That's
them press
right.
near the house. Now, they'll pay you. They'll pay you to walk the grounds, take some pictures.
No one goes near the house. Just the police. No one else has to.
Then sell it. You need the money, Hugh.
No.
You're saying you want to keep the house your wife just died in?
You don't? No, I don't.
You have any idea how that looks?
I want the gates and the doors kept locked at all
Yeah.
times, and I want to know every day that it's empty. No gardeners, no staff, except for the Dudleys. The Dudleys stay on.
That doesn't make any sense.
The Dudleys stay on, and it sits there and rots.
What did this man see? What did he see?
I'm sorry you had to hear that.
He's got to work like 6 jobs now.
If you lose,
I won't.
if you do though, do we really have to go look for that Janet?
Hey.
What do you want?
So my sister,
Oh, bitch.
there's something up with Nell. She may show up at the house today.
At my house?
The house, yeah.
Why?
Take it they're separated?
My dad told her to. I didn't get a chance to tell him what's... But I'm sorry, you can just point it to me.
Is that all?
Maybe I can come by and we can talk about this some more.
Why are you being such a...
You know what you'd have to say. You tell me. Is there any point?
What'd he do?
Hello, young man.
Hello? How do you do?
What are you doing?
Arranging the china and some of the flatware so that your father can sell them. These are valuable.
That says you and Mr. Dudley come with the house.
Houses like this one require a staff.
Why don't you live here?
We live close by, at the edge of the property, through the woods, right by town.
There's so many rooms.
The staff hasn't lived on the grounds since 1948.
So the people that lived here before us,
The hills?
so they were all alone?
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's literally Hill House. God!
No one will come any nearer than that. So, yes, they lived all alone. In the night. In the dark.
Well, they didn't seem to be too scared. My dad found a bunch of stuff in the parlor.
Love it.
Tarot cards and Ouija boards.
Maybe
and
I'm
all
gonna
that.
have to
So
do
something
House
tells
on
me they
Haunted
weren't
Hill
too scared of the
or
dark.
I see.
Haunting of Hill House or something.
And you know what those things do.
God forbid tarot.
They're parlor games. People use them to scare themselves.
This is the problem with schools these days. They teach you the secular world, smother you in science, and science isn't an exact science, you know. The world is dark, young man, and the only light is the light of the Lord Jesus Christ. We need his light in the night. In the
Yeah,
dark.
girl. In the dark.
Do you know the Gospels, young man? He does.
I would be so angry if someone came at my kid like that.
Hugh and I decided when Steve was little. See, we knew that throughout his life he'd be exposed to all sorts of ideas and beliefs. That there'd be all sorts of people who'd tell him they had the answers. I'm sorry, I meant no offense. So yes, he knows the Gospels. He's also familiar with the Talmud, the Tao Te Ching, the Torah, the Quran, Greek mythology. And he reads a lot of Carl Sagan.
My first love.
Shakespeare. Why is that, honey?
Because there are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio.
And are dream in your philosophy. Very good, ma'am. Well, I don't suppose
Beautiful.
either of you have seen Luke.
I love when people come at me and they're like, you worship the devil. Be like, I can quote the Bible. Get out of my face.
Mom's looking for you. Trying every closet. Never occurs to her you'll be in the treehouse. You know,
I always look at numbers in the
for you.
background.
I don't go in yet. I don't like inside.
712127. Does that mean anything?
What you making?
A new sign. How do you spell no
That's a red door.
girls allowed?
N-O-G.
I already got those.
I told you last time that's a bad idea. What happened to your other sign?
You ripped it.
I'll bet. Hi.
Is he left-handed?
Is this the family?
Yep.
Or who's this?
It's a good-looking crew.
Some girl I saw by the woods. What's next?
Oh. You know, I used to have imaginary friends too.
Is that
They
him?
go away when you get bigger. S.
She's not imaginary. Okay. No girls. Theo can rip this one. It's
Looks
not
good.
allowed.
I'll tell her.
Will you hang out with me?
You want me to?
Yeah, you can hang out all the time. We can draw together. No girls. Just Stevie and Luke.
Cool kids.
He reminds me of my Tucker.
Where do you get the ideas for these drawings?
What's that? Why does he got 4 fingers? Ooh, I feel like I should be taking notes right now. Are you... How much crap is he carrying?
Hey, Luke. Hey, Steve.
What's happening?
Well, this isn't what it looks like.
Luke.
Are you cold? Yeah. How'd you know where to find me? Tell you what, I've got, let me see, $200 here. You hand me that iPad, you can keep the cash and sell that old camera.
I don't even carry that much cash.
I need the iPad. It stays here.
I thought he got his, like, chip. Why is he stealing?
I'm sorry.
Oh, man. You don't even know how to use your key. He jacked it open. You need to put a deadbolt on that door.
Thanks. I needed a good scare.
Wait a minute.
Lisa,
Stop.
you here?
'Cause she was dancing in the
Tried
house.
to tell Dad we're having some issues. Did you tell Luke where I live? Did you bring him here? You just stood there and watched him loot me? Christ, no. So you hit up everybody, dragged Luke out, made Dad hop on the plane, got us all listening. What do you want? What's so damn important now? Shit. I didn't give him the address. Hey, I tried to tell you, we're... Dad? I can't hear you. I know, I just walked in and she's,
That was mine.
Shocking.
She wasn't in LA. She was at the house. She was at the house. She's dead. She's dead. You there? Steve? Steve? Steve, you there?
I can't breathe. Okay. Where do we exit? Exit. That's got it. Okay. All right. I'm wheezy to get. Let's talk about it. All right. I'm not bad-mouthing this by any means. I remember one time back in the day when I was like, Fireflies, Southern, blah, blah, blah. All right, whatever. I've looked up a legitimate article, and I still can't even see it. It says The Face in the Stairs, and apparently that is 0.51 seconds into the scene. Watching through the window, it looks like it's Nell in her bed. Shortly before Nell encounters the bent neck lady, a ghostly face watches her from the window. It's very hard to see, so we've lightened up. I guess that's it over on the right-hand corner. Man in the doorway. Oh, man. Oh, that's 33 minutes in. Oh, when Steve and his dad are hiding from something on the other side of the door and they fail to notice there's something already in the room with them. Twins. The next one is twins. As Steve and his dad flee the house, a pair of visible figures watch them from beside the stairs. I still can't see it. Oh, I see a head. Oh, I'm going to pull these photos up for y'all. All right. Even as I see the face now. When Olivia stands in the kitchen doorway, a ghostly figure peeks at her from behind a large cupboard. Oh, that looks like the Exorcist face. Okay. Oh my God. So there's 3, 4, 5. There's 5 hidden ghosts in the first episode. What did we learn from this? These people, because you never know the last time you're going to be able to see anyone. So please reach out. If this episode teaches you anything, it's reach out. You guys know that I am instilled in finding good communication amongst people, instilled in just being there for other people. Stop bullying, stop being hateful, help people that need help. And that was a circumstance. Pick up the phone is what we learned here. So again, this is a safe channel. I want to go ahead and say that above and beyond. If you want to talk to me about autoimmune disease, you want to talk to me about cancer, you want to talk to me about AIDS, you want to talk to me about love is love, you can talk to me about anything, because I am here as a sponge, and I will listen to you and we will become friends. But then again, I want to retract that. I don't make friends. I make family. So if you want to chat with me about anything that means anything, or if you're just having a really crappy day, throw it down in the comments. You tell me how you're feeling. You tell me about your shitty day. And you know what? And I will send love to you, because everyone deserves someone in this world to listen to them. And this is what we learned here. All right, you guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much to my Patreon family. Please continue to like, share, comment, subscribe. Check out the other channel. That's going to be a nostalgia channel. That's going to be on the other, it's going to be 80s, 90s, 2000s over there. So if you want to be a part of that, go ahead and subscribe, so that when the first official original video goes up in September, you'll be here for it. All right. I love you so much. You freaking matter. And I'll see you guys next time.